To understand how actually the companies are hiring right now is that depending on the company that you are actually trying to get to, if it's a higher type of position, it's going to be a little bit more difficult, meaning you will have to do more interviews or maybe even some tests. And also, what actually goes into your CV is more important. The keywords, the tailored information for them is quite crucial. To understand the importance of your CV is quite interesting because nowadays many companies actually are starting to use AI to understand their applications that have been sent in. First, for example, you send in the CV, the AI first of all looks into it, understands if you are the match for this type of role that you are applying for. Then it goes to, if the AI agrees, it goes to the HR manager or hiring manager or whatever the person who he may be looking at the next step. He will filter them out even further, then send out the messages to the the people who actually are applying for the job. And then it comes to doing the interviews, doing the tests, or whatever the company has set out as their focus or the strategy of actually employing the people. And from the business side of things, it's a little bit different. Nowadays, the culture actually has been downgraded because many companies actually are not even sure what they are looking for. They have a broad picture of it, they want the ideal person, but to be honest, usually, especially in these lower grade of jobs, there will be you will not be able to get this awesome productive person that will work for you for almost for pennies or like for very cheap, because if he will be cheap, he will not be probably good. But sometimes you can find those gems, but don't focus on them as much. But let's go into more understanding as you as a person, individual who wants to get a job, how and what is actually important for you. Have need to be reasonable and also be able to explain why each point of your CV actually says what it says. All right, crafting your CV. First of all, you need to understand the job that you're applying for is that you take the responsibilities. Okay, you can try either using synonyms, but as I previously mentioned, the AI is actually using it, maybe running it through as well. So you can actually add the real example from your personal to your personal CV from their job applications. But I know this is quite a hassle because one more thing later on I will talk about the quantity of sending out your CVs. And this is a little bit tricky because probably you don't want to tailor every CV that you send out, because probably you will need to send out in many quantities, that is hundreds of CVs, and that can take too much time. So what you can do is either make like 3 or 4 versions of it, understanding what type of field you want to go into. For example, if you want to be mid-level manager, you right, okay, manager, what are your like core strengths? Okay, for example, operational manager or sales manager or team manager or whatever type of manager you want may be. Then you actually start to go into details. What are your achievements that can correlate with the position that you want, the project you have done, and also quite simply just the information, the keywords themselves. Usually a good practice to add numbers also into it. For example, I have made a 10% increase in revenue for the company's yearly budget. Awesome. Put that in. You don't need to say, I made it 32,000 euros. No, put it in percentages even. If they want to, they will ask it. Also, and then also, if you have other experience that could help you out, either courses, projects, job experiences, even other professional recommendations for you. All of these things can help you out is on your relevant work experiences. Structure actually matters. Graduated from high school or university, then you can put it higher in top because that's the most relevant experience for you that you just graduated. But if you have already a few years experience in the work, that doesn't matter. If you have just a degree, of course, you should let them know that you have this degree, that you are kind of suitable as well for that. And for the skill section, probably you should not add your hobbies. No photos, no like full descriptions, why you like them or nothing like that. Keep it short, sweet and simple, but informative. You have to understand where to send your CVs. So, depending on what you want, but here's the main idea. There's section LinkedIn. LinkedIn is actually quite good for getting a job or even just reaching out to new people, clients, and whatever. So, first of all, you create your LinkedIn. If you already have it, just send to your connections, post a publication that you are looking for a job. It's even LinkedIn has its own section that you can say that you are open to work, and that also tells other people that you are interested in something like that. Start your direct outreach. That could be in LinkedIn. That can be in your just some type of local job boards. It can also be, for example, go to Google's local startup companies, or one of the best ways is that find the company that you want to work for, pick up the phone, call them, or go on the spot, meet everyone, and just ask, do you have any type of jobs I can apply for? Because when you show initiative, it's the best thing that you actually can do. And also, when after you have sent out your CVs in those type of places where you want to work, not just this could be a place okay for it, then you can start, for example, after a week, call them, did you receive my email? I sent in my CV, yada yada, can maybe some other updates. If you already have an interview, after the interview, you can, after a few days, if they have not reached out to you, you can call them once again, show initiative that you were actually interested in the job, and just okay, maybe any updates. And you have to kind of be a little bit annoying for them to get the job, because that is the way how you show initiative, and that goes a very long way. So it's either LinkedIn, it's either just Google searches, sending out many in these boards, going directly, calling directly. Set your goal. Okay, for example, I want to become a mid-level manager. Okay, do I have any experiences? No or yes? Okay, if no, then what type of positions could also help me to get to that type of job? If you are actually not suited, maybe try out in marketing, try out in HR, try out in sales, try out in maybe getting education, or other type of ways, or maybe just try your business, try to run it, and then you have your reputation that you actually can manage something, and then you can also apply for the job. But if you, for example, have all of these few things, you have small experience, you have education, you have other interesting things that could actually help you, then it's just matter how you put it in the words and how you present it. And once again, quantity when sending out these CVs. So set your expectations clear, and also be kind of realistic what type of jobs you can get. But one thing I'm saying clear, if you are already in the mid-level manager position, you can try to send, of course, in the CVs out to these type of positions and higher positions. The probability of getting a job from higher positions is quite low, but still there is this small chance. Just send it out. Don't focus on it too much energy, but at least try to do what you can. But if you are this low level and want to get this mid-level job, then you started from low, mainly low and mid level. What to do actually when you get the job interview? First of all, you need to research the company that you are going to apply for. When they respond to you and ask for the first interview, when you can comment, afterwards the call, hop into internet, AI or whatever, research prepare some questions, prepare some maybe ideas, prepare some maybe most, if you know there's some type of gap in your CV or something, prepare an answer for those as well. Set out type of goals that you want to achieve in your career that you actually can talk about. And when you get to the interview, always remember that you need to be polite. Don't only meet and greet the best person that you will talk to. Meet everyone, greet, say hello, maybe even say, hopefully you having a nice day, how it's been like here, working, how long are you been working. There are so many things that you can say just to, the receptionist, then maybe some just other person who came in, who is a worker as well. Just say hello, go to the interview, then just try to breathe, try to understand that, know your worth, and if they will like you, they will definitely pick you. And if not, basically don't try to wait too long for their not able, if they are not able to make decisions, don't wait for them too much. Basically, once again, quantity beats everything here, especially when you're looking for a job. Keep sending out, keep sending out, keep sending out. You will have many options. It's better that you choose what option you want, not that, oh, I only have this option, so I rather go to that option. Because any company, when they are hiring, one thing they only care about, profits. If the employee, for example, costs 1,000 euros, he needs to be able to make at least 1.8, or let's round it up to 2,000 euros in order to the employer can actually be financially stable to actually hire the person. So the employee needs to get 2,000 euros to earn 1,000, and that's the only way the math actually comes together. And it's the same with asking for promotions, but that is already a little bit different topic. So the goal is quite simple. Update your CV. Think about what you put into it. Then build your connections through networking or LinkedIn or whatever. Then sending out, like, for example, 20, maybe 30 CVs a day for like 5 days a week, meaning, for example, if you send 30, 150 CVs per week, in the month it's already 600. When you have 600, it's like either the first or the second month, in 2 month time, I guarantee you will get the job, because you will not be able to send out that many CVs and not get a job. If you don't get a job, then the problem is either your expectations that you're sending from low to very high positions, not to the from low and mid-level, or your CV actually is misleading information and you have to go back to your CV and rethink what you actually did. You will be good. This was my message. It was nice talking to you, and see you to the next video.